नमस्ते, स्वागत छ दर्शकहरुलाई कार्यक्रम नेपाल निर्माण 2074 डेभलपिङ पोसिबिलिटिज टुगेदरमा। हरेक वर्ष चाहिँ यस वर्ष पनि हिमालय टेलिभिजनले नेपाल निर्माण भनेर इभेन्ट गर्दैछ र त्यसैको सेरोफेरोमा हामी छौँ। आज हामी कुराकानी गर्दैछौँ बिमाको विषयमा। के छ त नेपालमा इन्स्योरेन्सको कुराहरू, यस विषयमा आज हामी कुराकानी गर्न गइरहेका छौँ। त्यसको लागि आज हाम्रो स्टुडियोमा नेसनल इन्स्योरेन्स नेपालका सिइओ प्रणब सेन आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ। वेलकम सर, वेलकम टु हिमालय टेलिभिजन।
Thank you.
First of all, tell us something about the doings of national insurance. What it has been doing?
See, we are operating in Nepal market since last 43 years. We started in January 1974, and our focus is on non-life insurance. And now we are also concentrating on the retail business because there is a tremendous scope of retail business in Nepal market.
Right.
And you can also feel that the penetration level is just 2% in non-life insurance. So this shows that there is tremendous growth opportunities to develop the business in Nepal. So with that aim, we are moving ahead.
Recently, Nepal went through the crisis of flood and the erosion, right?
That's right.
What is your analysis on it as per the data collected by the national insurance?
See, it's a catastrophic loss, flood losses like we had in 2015. You had earthquake losses.
Right.
So now these losses were there mainly in the eastern part of Nepal, particularly Biratnagar, Janakpur, Birganj. Most affected was the Biratnagar area.
Eastern Nepal.
Eastern Nepal. So we also got around 48 to 50 number of claims have been reported.
Okay.
And
42?
48 approximately claims we were given. From our company, we received around 48 number of claims. And similarly, other companies also must have received these claims. But the only thing which I saw, because I also visited Biratnagar personally, last week I was there, I had gone to pass on some, the advance payment for the flood victims, the people who had insured with us. So there what we realized was there were a number of people who did not opt for flood cover.
Okay.
They had taken fire and allied peril policies,
but not the flood.
But they have not opted for flood because it was thought that flood will never come in this area. And
in the eastern Nepal.
In eastern Nepal.
Currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened was there were many people who had insurance, who had flood and this fire and allied peril policies, but they did not cover flood. On that assumption that the chances of flood is very remote.
Right.
My only point is that in non-life we deal with the uncertainties, and uncertainties will never tell you that I am going to come. Anything may happen anytime. So that part was slightly disturbing, but now I think people will be aware about it. The way it had happened.
Did you feel so that people are aware or not? Because this is not the right time to say.
This is not the right time. But if you go back, what we saw in earthquake, thereafter, the business had increased. There was a growth in the business. So now the awareness will automatically grow.
What about the business in those parts of Nepal, let's say the Tarai or the hilly region?
See, in our case, most of the insureds were the industries. Now
not the locals.
Not the locals, because awareness level in Nepal for non-life insurance is very low. Like you will find that most of the households, hardly 2 or 3% of the households must be insured. So all those claims that we got, they were from the industries.
Okay, what kind of claims were there? They're just from the industry or from the household as well?
Household was very household. I don't think it is more than 1 or 2%.
What kind of claims can we say?
Any
agricultural claims or something?
Agriculture claims are there. Yes, and there is a tremendous loss to crops, animals, livestock animals. They were washed away, and thank God to Nepal government. From the last 3 to 4 years, we had rural insurance in place. So that is a real benefit to the farmers now who had insured their livestock.
So we are in Nepal Nirman, means for the development, for the overall growth, for the overall development of Nepal. What is your analysis on the role of insurance, non-life insurance, life insurance, or let's say the insurance for the prosperity, for the development of the nation?
See, we are doing the balancing activity of the economy. Suppose there is some losses due to some uncertainty. So a person incurs huge losses. So our job is to bring him back to the original position before the loss, so that he can continue his business the way he was been continuing earlier. So that is the main role of insurance, and it is always suggested and advisable that one should have an adequate insurance cover.
Right.
Generally, people don't tend to take insurance.
What kind of insurance?
You see, in non-life, what I feel is personal line insurance is very important. Like personal accident is there, health insurance is there, your vehicle insurance is there. Now, in Nepal, vehicle insurance is mandatory, particularly for the third-party claims. It is mandatory. But even if you take a statistics, you will find that even after being mandatory, there are a number of vehicles plying without insurance. So this is there.
Okay, this is the problem in this insurance sector, isn't it?
Yeah.
While talking about the problem of the insurance sector, what kind of problems that this sector is facing? That might be policy or anything else?
See, the only thing is there's an acute scarcity of skilled manpower in insurance sector. If you ask me, you will not get good marketing people in insurance.
The agents.
Agents are there. Agents are freelancers, but we also have marketing officers and all. So there is a tremendous scarcity of marketing officers, because selling insurance is quite difficult. It's not like selling an FMCG product. You pay me this
General
amount.
people, they have to trust.
I'll give you this product, I'll give you this chocolate or something like that. Here we are selling, assurance. So a person who is marketing insurance, he has to have a full knowledge of the policy. And people generally don't tend to buy security. Over a period of time, slowly they are getting, aware about it. They're getting aware about the importance of the insurance. And that's why I always tell that Nepal insurance has got a lot of scope.
This is what the major problem is, sir, because insurance sector in Nepal is not in an infant stage that we have been telling time and again.
Exactly.
But still we have not been able to grow this sector. What is the major reason behind this? Because national insurance, it's been around 43 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been working in Nepal. So what did we achieve?
See, if we see the business growth, it is there. But the way this growth should be, it is not that. So today morning, just before coming to this place, I was having a video conferencing with our branch heads. We were talking this only, that we have to, reach door to door.
Right.
For that, we are, very keenly taking up the matter of agencies. I just had a training of 3 days for new recruitment of agents in Pokhara. Day before yesterday only, I came back. So we are trying to, recruit maximum number of agents, because the moment you have good number of agents, automatically your retail business will grow. Because definitely, I don't think you have come across a situation where somebody from insurance company is walking into your house and talking to you about your household insurance. That there is a policy called household insurance. Okay, so with more number of agents in place, this door-to-door marketing will start, and automatically awareness will start building up. Because personal line, rural insurance, micro insurance, these has got a lot of scope.
Right. But still we have not been able to catch that
we
opportunity.
Exactly.
Why? What is the major reason? The major reason behind this is the scarcity of manpower
one is manpower.
There are other factors as well.
One is manpower. Then, in Nepal, particularly for the non-life agents, earlier the commission was 15%.
Okay.
Now it has been slashed to 5%.
It is due to the governmental policy, or
it is a regulatory norms. Okay. Now we also have 10% as a corporate discount.
Right.
So people will prefer to go to the company directly
rather than going through the
agent. So what I personally feel is, if we increase the number of agents in the market, we are also creating, indirect employment opportunities in the country. And agents are freelancers.
Is it necessary, is it mandatory to go through this agents?
No.
Rather than directly going through the company?
You can come directly also to the company, whereby you can avail 10% corporate discount. So there is a mismatch, there you get 10%. If you come through the agency, agent gets only 5%. So maybe that is the reason why the agents are not coming up in required number. But world over, the commission structure is increasing. But here I have seen it has gone down.
So how this has created an impact in this sector?
Number of agents we don't get properly. But we are still, optimistic that regulator will take a stand very shortly. With that optimism, we are still going on with the process of recruitment of agents.
Any approach taken for this to solve this problem?
Yes, this matter is under active consideration by the regulators. Because we had some interactions. They are also working on it.
Besides that, what else? What kind of problems that this sector is facing besides this scarcity of manpower?
Another problem, I don't call it a problem. It's only awareness building.
Awareness.
Awareness is not.
Who is the main culprit for that?
All, even insurance companies.
That is what even insurance company is not being able to make people aware regarding this sector, isn't it? So why? What is the reason? We all blame for the transitional period of Nepali society or the political transition. Do you think that that is only the reason?
No, I think all are responsible, including us.
Right. What should be done?
That's what I'm telling. What we have planned is recruit more number of agents and let them go deep into the markets. Because what is happening is people are concentrating on Kathmandu, Viratnagar, Nepalganj. Now, how many of the people are moving into the rural sector?
Right.
Whereas the maximum number of people are in the rural areas also.
But this time the time has come as well, isn't it? Because Nepal has gone to the federalism, and now the time has. This is the high time.
We have to enter deep into the market. We can't sit back in the urban areas or metropolitan areas.
Why didn't we realize? Why didn't we realize the importance of insurance?
We have realized. That's why we are still going on with agency training and all.
Till when? Because it's been so long, it carried so long history, isn't it?
Exactly.
So when?
But if you see the growth structure of all the non-life insurance premium, you will find that it is growing by around 25 to 30%. Whereas it used to grow somewhere around 10%. This shows that all the companies are able to create some awareness by whatever means we are adopting. Because this business growth is an indicator that business is increasing, means awareness is also slowly increasing, but it has to increase manifold in the days to come.
Do you think that the socio-economic condition of the nation hampers this sector regarding awareness? Because people, they have to, first of all, they have to manage their food, shelter and clothes, and then after the insurance part comes, then after the other parts come. Do you think that this hampers the overall insurance sector?
It is also a part of it. To some extent, it is a part to it.
Okay, so any way that we can overcome this?
See, maybe for that only this rural insurance has been introduced by government of Nepal, and you must be knowing they are giving 75% premium subsidy on it.
Okay, 75%.
Yeah. So that will take care of the point which you just raised about the socio-economic condition, and. Now almost all the district headquarters are having an insurance company there, because it was divided among all the non-life insurance companies, 5 or 6 districts per company.
Is the things are changing?
Things are changing. Yes.
Tell us something about the role of government, role of insurance company, role of public, role of media. What they have to do to make the people aware. Let's start with this governmental agency, or let's say the government.
Government agencies, they are already into the job. The way they have introduced this subsidy system.
When?
It was done around 3 or 4 years back.
Right.
So
not much.
Not much, but better late than never. I take the things like that, better late than never.
Optimistic.
Optimistic.
Right.
And now once you take care of the rural masses, automatically, the economy grows.
The foremost is government.
Yeah. Because this is, agrarian society in Nepal.
And what about this insurance agencies, or let's say this insurance company?
Insurance company, as I said, that if you see the growth pattern over the years, it is on the increase.
Right.
So this shows that it is moving ahead, upward. It's not going down.
We are optimistic, sir, but let's talk about national insurance only. We just said that it's been 43 years, but why has this national insurance is not been able to cater the public of those rural Nepal?
See, now you have raised a very pertinent question. Now we are also, increasing our reach. We are going to open around 5 branches shortly. We have already applied to the regulator.
Which places?
These are like Bhairava is there, then Dhangadi is there, Lahan is there. These type of places. We are trying to go into the interiors now. Dang, we have been allotted the district of Dang for the rural insurance. So
what was the blockade till today?
See the number of regulations involved in this, in our working. We have to take care of the Nepal side also, we have to take care of the India side also. So now the things are going to settle down because the regulators and government have come up with a mandatory norm of this assigned capital. Each and every company has to have a assigned capital or paid up capital of 100 crores. And that is to be, done latest by July 2018. So once this is done, automatically you become more independent. Then we are not dependent on anybody else.
Right.
We can work, we can concentrate as per the Nepal norms. So that way we are optimistic.
Nepal's norms and the company's norms, which is the head office is in India, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is also going to create a kind of a problem.
Yeah, but now that will be exclusively done from Nepal itself.
Okay. So do you have any future plans to, strengthen, to grow this sector? National insurance.
Of course.
What kind of plans and policies that you are going to bring, or you are going to
plans are, number one is to increase the number of branches. The moment we increase the number of branches, employees are there. So that will take care to some extent about the employment activities also. With each branches we will have number of agents also. That will also create indirect employment. And automatically when you have rural branches in the interior side with more manpower, this reach will automatically increase. And people who are not aware about insurance, they will start talking about insurance, and slowly business will start.
What about rural economy or rural insurance? Similarly, the agricultural insurance. Is there any particular policies for that the national insurance is going to adopt?
We have all the policies as framed by the regulators here. And now you have crop policies, you have fisheries, you have honeybees, sericulture, livestock, all animals, livestock animals and all.
The governmental policies, isn't it?
And micro insurance has also come up in a big way.
That is something very new concept.
That's a new concept, and it was required here.
In what way?
Because number of rural masses is more.
Right.
Whose paying capacity is very low and rather limited. So if we have products like now they have personal accident policies, health related policies, and you pay a very lesser amount, hardly 150 or 200 rupees for a policy.
Right.
So which everybody can
easily
bear. So slowly this will pick up now.
Slowly we are in the right track.
Yeah, we are in the right track.
Do you think that this this fishery policies are quite enough for the for the development?
Yes, because just because of this flood, I think.
Can we compare that with this Indian insurance system?
See, in India, rural insurance started some way back in 72 or 73. So I am basically a veterinarian. I had joined the company as a specialist officer, veterinary officer. But over a period of time, you come into the general stream. So now all those type of things have started moving in Nepal market also. Rural insurance is there, fisheries are there, all these things are there. Micro insurance is there.
Right.
So it will take some time, but we are in the right track in Nepal now.
There are still lots more to do.
It is there, but we have started following the right
another
path.
problem is that the trust, that the general public is not being able to trust the insurance company. Why so?
See, all the 5 fingers are not same. In some place you get the claim very fast. In some place there are some problems. Now the problems are from both. At times you see problems are from both the angles. So that is why to develop the trust, what we have done is there was flood report, losses were pouring in from 12th, 11th night, 12th, 13th, 14th. Okay, so we got it surveyed immediately, And then we told the surveyors, you give me a minimum liability and maximum liability of this particular loss. And then immediately, without waiting for further papers from the client, we paid 50% of the minimum liability. So that's why I was personally in Biratnagar last week, just to hand over the checks. We distributed checks of about 5 crore of rupees. So that will slowly, develop the trust among people that no, if we insure, we get the money also.
Okay. Well, sir, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
The audience, thanks to you as well. धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद यहाँलाई पनि आज यहाँको समय पनि हामीले पायौं, हामीलाई साथ दिनुभयो। हेर्दै रहनु होला हिमालय टेलिभिजन। नमस्ते।